So if you're a producer, you have been experiencing beat block from time to time, guaranteed. Just like me. There's not a lot of ways around this, to be honest. Sometimes the beat block can be more aggressive and have more weight to it more than ever before. And that can really suck. That can really suck. It can last for years, Like it could get really bad. Anybody who's a creator can really experience this. So it's not like a producer specific thing. It's always been something that everybody can really struggle with, to be honest. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sell you an ebook. I'm not gonna sit here and try to pitch something weird to you guys, but I'm just gonna, I guess, let you know what I do to rectify this type of issue because I've clearly had it just like any of you guys would. And it's really not fun. It's not fun. It's not a fun experience because it leads to a lot of other stuff if it gets really bad. Point being, how do we get out of it? I think one of the number one ways I've always gotten out of beat block is just finding people and listening to people that inspire me. There's a bunch of places you can do this: Spotify, Instagram, YouTube. So many big platforms where you can find people that have a similar sound to yours or somebody who you want to sound like. It doesn't even have to be that. It can be anybody. Like if you just like their sound, you can just listen to them. And a lot of times it actually really helps me out. Wherever you're getting that creative block at, you need to find people that will inspire you. You need to surround yourself around people that inspire you and uplift you. You don't want to be around people who are going to put you down and not support what you do. Experiment. That is a really good way to get back into things. Just don't worry about the ethics of it all. Just get into your DAW and try to make something and try something different. Try something new. Like if you've always had like something that you wanted to make, just go out and do it. Like you don't have to sit here and just conform to one genre. You can try whatever. And a lot of times when I've tried new things creatively, whether that be making a certain video or making a certain beat and just tapping into a new style, it actually works out a lot. And I usually have a lot of fun doing it. So move on. Please move on. I hate to get sort of crude with it, but a lot of people, they get hung up on like one beat or one thing they're creating, right? And if you don't finish the beat, you're just never going to be able to move on. You got to finish the beat, man. Like it's just like, as much as you want to sit there and just wallow in sadness, if you can't finish just one beat, if anything, you can even scrap the beat and at least you'll get to move on to another beat. Like if it's really that bad, like you can still ditch a beat. Sometimes the idea is there, but it just needs work and you need to reapply it to a new idea. That's all it means. Don't worry about it. Everything takes time. I hope I put this in the title, but time is a great factor in all of this. Patience is a virtue. I know it's cliche, but it's still true. Like you gotta give things time. As much as you want to become the next Metro Boomin, the next Q Beats or something overnight, like you can't. It's just not possible. That's the sad truth of it. And not everything you're gonna make is gonna be perfect. And everything you're gonna make is not gonna be better than the last thing you made or the best thing you made. I'm in awe because like I do the same thing. It's like logically speaking, it makes no sense, but when it comes down to it, a lot of us do that. Your mental should be like first priority over everything. Like if it gets that bad, you should take a break, read a book, watch some TV. I don't know. You could do anything really, anything other than what you were mainly doing and what you have that sort of creator block on. You should be content with what you're making. You should be okay with missing sometimes. You should be okay with failing. You should be okay with making mistakes. All of that adds up to experience at the end of the day. It's a learning experience. People have faster learning curves than other people, but at the same time, you still are learning over time, no matter the type of speed you're going at, right? Understand that and try to work with that idea that even though it's not going to be better than the best thing you've ever made. And I know you're probably striving for something that's better than what you've made before, but sometimes it's just not going to hit like that mark. It's just not. And you got to be content with that. You got to be able to sit there and say, hey, this is still good, but it's not better than my best work. And that's okay, you know? So easier said than done, of course. Like, what the freak? Like, another cool thing that I've learned over time is that the more you make, the more you learn. So that stems back to the idea of just moving on. It sounds like common sense once again, but it's something that a lot of people overlook for some reason. But if you're never able to get past that one beat that you're still hung up on the mix on or something like that, how are you going to get to the next mix? How are you going to get to the next 12, 10, 20 beats you're going to do? And at that point, it's just like, it becomes an issue of consistency, you know, like you just start falling behind. You don't want it to all trail from this one beat block thing, this one thing that shouldn't be able to take control of your creativity, you know? Like you should be able to do what you want to do. And yeah, I mean, other than that, I think it's just a flow of time type of thing. You just got to go with the flow at that point. There are other ways, other methods, but these are the ones that help me out the most. I do have 2 videos actually that I'm gonna link down below. One of them is from my good friend Navi D. Hopefully I am saying that right. I'm sorry, Navi, if I messed that up. One of them is from my good friend Navi D. He has a dope channel, dope tutorials and stuff, but he recently dropped a video very similar to this, and it kind of inspired me to make this video. So shout out to him. Go check his video out, and it's more to the point, to be honest. I kind of like to rant, so. And the second video is more of a logical, sort of like notated method of how you should go around creator's block, procrastination, and sort of being like a perfectionist. And it's pretty much for everybody that makes beats, anybody that creates anything, really. It can help anybody. And I really recommend that video too. It's great concepts in there. It's really good. It's really good. Really changed my outlook on things and how I'm going to be doing things for pretty much ever now. Because just sometimes you need like a harsh reminder of reality, like the truth of things. And that video did it for me. I did want to ask you guys to comment something for me. I want you guys to ask yourself if you're having fun doing this. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, I would say it's pointless, to be honest. Like if there's no, like if you're not finding any enjoyment out of doing this, whatever you're doing, anything you're creating, like if there's no fun in it for you, like you're not enjoying it, it might be a time to consider why you're doing this, you know? Obviously the more rudimentary things come in later, like money, fame, or whatever else you kind of want from this, but I think the foundation of it should be your passion for it and your enjoyment out of it. Like if you're not really enjoying what you're doing, like just ask yourself, you know, like, do I really see myself doing this for the rest of my life? Like, do I really want to do this? Obviously at that point you would want to be making money from it, but just at the base level, the foundation of the ideas, the foundation of why you started everything. Is it because you enjoyed it, or is it for some other reason? And yeah, comment down below what you think, and that specific comment I was talking about. I'll be looking out for those and responding to as many as I can, of course. And yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, as always, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.